Halo guys, apa kabar semua? Ya, rekan-rekan trader, apa kabar? Semoga dalam keadaan sehat ya. Ya, ini sebelum kita mulai, boleh teman-teman absen semua ya yang ada di live chat. Nah, hari ini kita akan kedatangan bintang tamu di mana kita akan membahas tentang trade top odds yang menguntungkan buat kita semua. Jadi, hari ini teman-teman akan mendapatkan outlook langsung dari pakar kripto dan juga outlook dari fundamentalnya juga ya. Jadi teman-teman semua yang di live chat boleh absen semuanya. Ya, mari kita sama-sama um, join ke acara sesi Trabar pada malam hari ini. Dan juga teman-teman semua yang ada di dalam grup Trabar, jangan lupa teman-teman semua kalau ada pertanyaan yang ingin ditanyakan, langsung aja ditanyakan di live group, oke? Atau langsung teman-teman boleh ajukan pertanyaan di dalam grup Trabar Indonesia. Ya, halo apa kabar teman-teman yang ada di dalam grup Trabar Indonesia? Semoga dalam keadaan sehat. Ya, kita kembali lagi di acara live streaming trading bareng ya. Oke, hari ini sangat spesial sekali. Jadi teman-teman semua akan mendapatkan edukasi seputar altcoins ya. Nah, jadi teman-teman pasti bertanya nih, apa sih altcoins itu? Dan hari ini dan malam ini juga teman-teman akan mendapatkan jawabannya. Jadi kita langsung aja bersama narasumber kita, Luke Jones ya. Oke, mari kita sapa semua teman-teman. Oke, hello Luke.
Hello, how are you?
Ya, how's going?
Yeah, good. It's
Oke, nice.
it's midnight, so it's not too bad.
Yeah. All right. Look, uh, today we're gonna share to everyone in Indonesia about the altcoins. Maybe you will give about the outlook about altcoins.
Today what we're going to talk about is basically the latest updates in DeFi, which means decentralized finance, and I'm going to talk about four of the existing sort of tokens that are out there that I find interesting.
All right.
And a few of those people can earn money by participating in them.
Oke, jadi teman-teman semua,
And so, yeah.
sebentar lagi Luke juga akan membreakdown tentang altcoin itu. Jadi terutama yang 4 ini nanti teman-teman semua bisa melihat secara garis besar lalu di share screen oleh Luke juga. Oke, Luke, you can share your screen.
Yep, I'm just going to open that up now. Where is that in here? I need to press. I'm trying to work out. I thought I saw it here a second ago. Hold on. Oh, here it is in green, of course. So this is going to be fairly basic. You might have to go through. Probably we'll have to pause for translation a few times here.
Yeah.
So
Alright.
this is the.
Wait,
This
Luke. Maybe
Yeah, go.
everyone in Indonesia want to know you. You can introduce
Okay,
yourself.
sorry. Yeah, of course. So my name is Luke Jones. I run a business named Fortifex that helps people to manage their crypto portfolio. We also work with a number of government institutions to manage their ecosystems. I've been trading for the last 14, 15 years across various markets and across a number of different jobs in the financial services industry. And then I've been full-time in crypto for the last 3.5 years. And I also run a YouTube channel called Blocksiders, where we talk to industry insiders and learn about what's going on in the space.
Right.
So essentially that's what I do.
Yeah, nice. So everyone, don't forget to subscribe and follow Blocksiders. Alright.
Blocksiders, yeah. Thank you. Let's get into it. So for those who are not familiar with DeFi, it basically means decentralized finance, which is like mixing the blockchain looking to compete with existing financial services offerings. So we can look at this at the moment there's four main ways to earn, and this is what I focus this around, is how people can can earn and benefit out of this industry. So first of all, there's lending. So this is if you have cryptocurrency sitting around doing nothing, you have the ability to lend that out at an interest rate. Then there's staking, where you can use tokens for certain networks and stake them in order to earn rewards. There's DEXs, so that is a decentralized exchange. So basically, it's an exchange where you can connect your wallet up to it directly, and there's no need for you to transfer funds to a wallet that's owned by an exchange. So it means that literally 100% of the time you're in control of your funds. And then as part of DEXs, you can also earn money by providing liquidity to those DEXs.
Nice.
So that's they're sort of the main four ways in which people can benefit today by participating in the DeFi network.
Right.
And this is sort of the new, I'd probably say it's the new craze that we're dealing through, but this is pretty much the first time in a while where we've seen the ability for blockchain and cryptocurrency to greatly add to add significant efficiency to the existing business world, in this case in finance. So back in 2017, we were looking at, a lot of experimentation, and a lot of the projects you would sort of sit back and go, I don't understand how this is going to add value to anybody. Whereas now with these sort of projects, and I'll talk about a few of them in a minute, with sort of the way that this technology is moving, you can see how a significant amount of efficiency can be achieved, and also how individuals can benefit from that efficiency by participating. So yeah, that's essentially sort of the brief couple of minutes on DeFi. Was there any questions on that one?
Alright. Mungkin teman-teman ada yang mau bertanya seputar keadaan saat ini tentang altcoins atau Bitcoin atau tentang cryptocurrency. Ya, boleh diajukan pertanyaan teman-teman semua. Okay, look, you can continue.
Okay, sweet. So the 4 picks that I actually was meant to choose 3, but I got a bit excited and I chose 4. So I'm going to go through 4 projects. They all fit into different categories of what they do in the DeFi space. But we'll go through them individually. So there's Flexa, there's Aave, previously known as Ethlen, which has done really, really well lately. And then there's Alf, which is quite a small, very high risk project, but we've got to put those in there to keep it interesting. And then the last one is Nexus Mutual, which is an insurance one. So Flexa is actually my favorite of the projects that I'm going to talk about tonight. Now, it's basically a global payments network. They're aiming to build a global payments network that doesn't backdoor into Visa or MasterCard. So essentially they're creating a blockchain-based competitor to Visa and MasterCard. So if you have a look at the likes of Binance or the 1,000,001 different credit card operators out there who are trying to do cryptocurrency payments, so payments using your Bitcoin on a credit card,
Right.
all of them essentially backdoor into the MasterCard or Visa network. So there's that discrepancy that I guess there's that shift that happens where you essentially go from cryptocurrency and then you're using Visa and MasterCard as a gateway back into the existing financial networks. Whereas what Flexa are building is essentially their own Visa/MasterCard network, which means that at no point does your currency, does essentially the transaction, none of that will actually leave the decentralized world. It actually all stays on chain using this network. Now, the way that they do that is by using their own token, which can be transferred like excessively fast in order to collateralize transactions as they await confirmation on the blockchain. So that means that instead of having to wait 30 minutes while doing a Bitcoin transaction, or waiting at the moment for sometimes an hour to do an Ethereum transaction, these guys use basically their network to make transactions instantaneous, and they are done via security of the Flexa coin. I can't really do the proper explanation in a few minutes, but essentially that is the value of the token. It's used to stake against transactions. So the value of all Flexa tokens staked is equivalent to the total payment volume that can flow through the system. So the idea is that as transactions increase throughout the system, the underlying value of the token will increase with that. So the more utility it gets, the more the ecosystem benefits and the holders of the token benefit. So these guys are very much a blue sky project. They've got obviously a significant amount of upside. It's a real pass or fail kind of business plan, as in they're either going to, they're going to succeed and make billions and billions of dollars, or they're going to completely fail and lose everything. It's very binary because there's no prisoners in this game. They're already accepted in 40,000 merchants across the United States, including Starbucks. I think they're also in Walmart as well. They are only currently available the network is only available for merchants in the United States and Canada. However, they are obviously moving on afterwards. $0 has been lost to fraud within the network. And the way that this is actually quite cool is that if you get involved in this network, you can stake. You not only get benefit from the increasing value of the token, you can also stake your tokens in their network and you get paid. Now, I've been doing this for about 6 months now, this year. Now, the cool thing about this is I've set this up to be about $100. So this is quite a conservative earn. So if you buy 25,000 Flex tokens worth about $100 and stake them on their network, you're going to be earning roughly about 7.3% per annum, which doesn't really sound crazy. I mean, in the current money market, it's actually quite a decent return. 7.3% is actually phenomenal. However, remember that this token is worth fractions of a cent at the moment and is underutilized. So if they manage to build out this network to be something significant, then the token price will increase dramatically. So if the token price goes up by, doubles, that 7.3 becomes 14.6. If it triples, then it goes up to over 21%. Then if it, keeps going. So you could be earning, as the token price increases, then that obviously ROI, because you're receiving the tokens back as they increase in price, the ROI can get quite ridiculous. However, the one thing I like about it is it's not a scammy amount of money. Like, they're not offering you, you put in $100 and you're going to end up with $1 trillion in 6 months' time or something. It's quite a legitimate ROI, and the ROI can sort of start to get a bit more, I guess, aggressive as the underlying value of the token goes up. So I really like this project for that.
Right.
Did you want to take a pause for a second, or?
Iya, oke. Jadi teman-teman semua ngerti ya yang Luke bilang. Jadi ini adalah projectnya dari si Luke ini. Yang tadi pertama ada 4 itu tuh. Nah, ini teman-teman, ini adalah payment ya, token. Jadi teman-teman semua nanti kalau misalkan bingung, teman-teman semua bisa langsung hubungi atau langsung kontak flexa.network itu. Jadi teman-teman bisa melihat detailnya. Jadi itu teman-teman bisa mendapatkan 7,3% profit kalau mulai dari stake token Flexa ini. Jadi teman-teman bisa langsung coba untuk download atau kunjungi websitenya. Ingat ya teman-teman, Flexa ini bukan scam. Jadi ini adalah token yang sedang berkembang. Jadi teman-teman bisa mendapatkan profit dari token ini. Ya, oke, ada pertanyaan mungkin dari Den Hart. Iya, itu bisa digunakan di US, bisa. Jadi Den Hart bisa ya. Jadi kamu mau digunakan di negara manapun bisa. Alright, look, continue.
Sure. So I'm just sending this. I'm just going to send this to you. This presentation. It's just gonna find it in my phone so I can send it to you guys by WhatsApp. Just bear with me for 1 second. Don't know where it went. I think it'd be in my recents. There we go. Just give me 1 second. All right, so we'll go on to the next one. So this one is a bit more complex, and that's sort of why I like it. This is called ALF, ALF.im. It's a cross-network, cross-blockchain. Hold on, I'm just going to send this to you guys. Share.
Ya, ini yang kedua adalah ALTCOIN ya, teman-teman bisa lihat yang tadi. Lalu
all right, done.
Ini yang kedua.
That's sent. So what this protocol does is it allows DApps, so this is decentralized applications, to interact across multiple blockchains. Very high risk project, but very high reward if it pays off. It's got a very competent team, but it's obviously it's very niche product and vulnerable if the industry shifts in a significant way, in the way that they're not thinking. Now, the one reason why I talk about this one is there are huge liquidity rewards for providing liquidity on Uniswap, and it roughly works out to be a 250% annual ROI at current prices. So if you own, $1,000 worth of ALF, and you put it on the network and you stake that on Uniswap, and the price doesn't change much, other than the rewards you get from Uniswap, you'll make 250% of your investment. So you'll make $2,500 on top of your initial $1,000 US dollars for participating.
Right.
So this is one of many networks that are doing this at the moment, that are enabling people to earn significant tokens for being involved in the network early, and this is one of them. So this is another one, 250% return. But there is a risk that the token will be worth nothing in the future.
Okay.
So that's another cool project. But this is about, essentially, this is a project that is about allowing applications to get data from different blockchains almost instantly, and then write data to various blockchains almost instantly. So as an idea, it's quite cool. They've got a proof of concept with a few different players that's quite exciting. But obviously the main benefit is to the end user now, to the individual now, is if you manage to buy some and stake it on Uniswap, you can actually earn quite a significant amount. I bought a couple of ETH worth to try it out. And I think in 1 week, I think with 10,000 ALF staked, I've already earned about 600 or 700 ALF. Right. So it's already, for 1,000 down, I've already earned, for 10,000 down, I've already earned 800. So it's about 8% in a week. And that's sort of, that's a current incentive that they're running. It's not going to be like that always. But that's a sort of part of what they're doing to encourage the growth of what they're doing. So that's an interesting one.
Alright. Oke, teman-teman, ada yang mau ditanyakan mengenai si alf.im ini? Kalau misalkan ada, boleh ya teman-teman ajukan. Jadi supaya kita langsung bisa bertanya langsung ke Luke. Jadi yang tadi pertama teman-teman ingat Flexa, yang kedua adalah alf.im. Jadi ini adalah sebuah proyek yang cukup high risk, high return juga. Jadi kalau teman-teman bisa teman-teman bisa mendapatkan 250%. Jadi kalau punya 1.000, ini bisa mendapatkan $2.500 ya. Ini cukup menarik buat orang-orang atau trader-trader yang suka risk yang besar. Oke, next, look.
Cool. All right. So, sorry, this is how the network works, but we've already talked about it. I've got one for everyone, but the next one is Aave. So this previously was known as Ethland. This is a platform by which you can, if you have existing cryptocurrencies like Ethereum or Bitcoin or DAI. There's a big list of them on the website. You can actually lend these cryptocurrencies out to other people at almost negligible risk to yourself, and you can earn an interest rate. So this is basically what this platform does is it provides a liquidity pool so that people can earn money, or they can earn more of their own crypto if they just want to sit it there. And if you're going to hold, say if you're going to hold for more than a year, something like this is not a bad idea. You can earn returns of between 2 to 40%, depending on what currency and the environment, which is better than nothing. And it's a very low risk investment. They also, if you ever want to take a loan as well, you can actually do that through this platform. And by participating in the platform, you get paid in AVE or ETHLEN tokens. The tokens are then used for governance. So as the life cycle of the business grows and expands, you as a token holder have the right to vote in the way that the protocol is managed. So this is a true DAO, so a true decentralized autonomous organization that uses the democratic process of one token, one vote. So it means that if you own more tokens, you have more voting power. And there's a lot of benefits to holding those tokens. So ETHLEN, along with Comp, which I did a video on recently, and like DMM governance, and there's a number of different Curve, BAL, a few of these big DeFi players have done really well over the past month or so. I think Aave is up about 1,000% in the last 3 months, and they've done exceptionally well. And it's a way for people to. This is sort of how it works. You've got borrowers and lenders, and then the protocol provides, application integration, being able to liquidate bad positions. And then obviously how you price the interest rate or return rate is done by the protocol. So this is a very, very cool project. And for people who are holding reasonable amounts of fairly stable cryptocurrency that you're doing nothing with and you don't intend on doing anything with for a while, as a protocol, this is a way that you can earn money by just sitting back and doing nothing. Now, depending on the riskiness of the asset, the interest rate varies. Right. Some interest rates like Ethereum pays next to nothing, like 1-2%. Wow. However, stuff that's a bit more necessary and that is in demand has a higher rate. So it's an interesting little protocol.
Alright, it's interesting. Jadi ada pertanyaan. Look, this is we have any question from participant. What should I do after investing one of the following token? Just wait and get the interest.
Well, it's not about. There's a bit of work that needs to go. Not much work, but you need to. In the case of say Flexa, if you buy Flexa, you'll need to stake your Flexa. Now there is a guide on their website and their blog. I think it's the website's flexa.network. There is a guide on their website and their blog that will say how to stake your Flexa tokens. So you'll need to buy some Flexa. You can get it from, there's a number of exchanges, IDEX, Uniswap. I think it's on a couple of reasonable exchanges. Might be on Bitfinex or it might be on Bittrex. Right. I think it's on Bittrex. You can get on a few exchanges, and then what you'll need to do is put it into your Ethereum wallet, which should be a MetaMask. Usually they prefer a MetaMask. And then you can stake those tokens on their network. It'll cost you maybe a couple of dollars in Ethereum to interact with the smart contract. And this is probably the least complex one to go through. The guide is quite comprehensive and quite simple. So you buy it and then you stake it and then you sit back and keep an eye on the price, and then you will sit back and earn the tokens. But the idea with this is, the tokens are worth at the moment about 4.4 of a cent.
4%.
So 0.004 zero. Yeah, so it's zero. So from a dollar, it's 0.004
Oke.
of a dollar. So it's not much. So 0. It's not even a cent at the moment. So it's less than a cent, 0.4 of a cent.
Oh, that's the charts.
There are charts, but they're messy. I'm not going to bother getting the chart up, but it's not a pleasant looking chart because it's just choppy because the value is so low. I'm giving you stuff that I think, if you bought one ETH worth or you bought a small amount worth ETH worth, you'd stake it and wait till it hit, $1 or something,
Alright.
or 50 cents or
Right.
something. This is a set and forget, and then, come back to it in a few months and hope that it's gone up a lot. But this one is, I'm not saying it will do that. I mean, like, you could lose everything. But this one is basically, if you think that you could risk a bit of money to take a risk on something that might be as big as MasterCard, and you can get in it when it's only worth, I think it's worth about a $30 million market cap now. And what would it be worth if it becomes the next MasterCard? And then you get to earn the interest through the staking. So this is my favorite of them all. But look, it is a bit, you'll need to spend a bit of time to learn how to interact with it, but the returns are there. Arlo we've talked about. And the last one I want to talk about is called Nexus Mutual. So this is a legitimate project again. And it's an insurance protocol. So yet again, like all of these other DeFi projects, this is a decentralized insurance protocol. The token price is a function of premiums purchased, and basically means that the token price is set by the network and is linked to the performance of the mutual. So this is something that acts almost like a security. You can't go and buy this on an exchange. You have to buy it directly from the mutual. And you need to get KYC'd and all that kind of stuff. And there's funds at the moment can only be transferred between members. So you need to buy them from the mutual. They basically not only give you a return, but then they also allow you to make decisions within the fund. Now, from a fundamental standpoint, this insurance company is totally maxed out at the moment in regards to the amount of insurance they can provide, because it's so popular. So anyone who works in insurance will know that a lot of it is numbers based. I mean, actuaries go and look at statistics and different things to work out how much a premium is. This has all been baked into the to the protocol. And what the mutual does is, as obviously as people buy in, the token price increases, and that then means that they have more money to lend out to people. Now they're not lend out, rather to insure people for things. So as policies expire and there's no obviously payments going out, that increases the value of the token, and there's a lot of other things. So this is one of those ones where, yet again, you can see, this is more on the traditional investment side. The reason why I like this is because it's one of the first ones, and it has the potential to do really, really well. As the product is being used, as in people are actually taking up the insurance with these guys. They're insuring a lot of DeFi projects. And so far so good. Now, the good thing about insuring DeFi projects is that the vast majority of them is that the code on how the DeFi project works is publicly available, and a lot of the funds aren't open to being hacked or anything like that. It's all blockchain centric. So essentially, this is an insurance company is insuring really, really low risk products.
All right. Okay,
which
jadi
means that the potential for return is excessively high.
Oke, right. Jadi teman-teman tahu ya, ini yang insurance protokol ini jadi seperti asuransinya blockchain ya. Jadi kalau teman-teman ini misalkan ada wallet yang nggak kepake ya, terus teman-teman pengen ya diasuransiin, nah teman-teman bisa langsung kunjungi Nexus Mutual ini. Nah, websitenya teman-teman bisa langsung kunjungi nexusmutual.io. Oke, mungkin pertanyaan teman-teman ada yang mau diajukan pertanyaan lagi? Tadi teman-teman yang di live chat tidak ada? Alright. Next.
I think that was all. That was all of them. Oh, here's how the tokens are used. So this is still next. I think this is the last one actually. That's the last one. That's the 4. And so basically, if you're going to be purchasing cover, this is how it works. Basically, this is the basics of how the token works, but I've already sort of talked about it. Now, with all these projects, what I would say to people is do not put in, sort of a life-saving amount of money, as these are all high risk, high reward. I'm just going to bring up one thing while I'm here. Because they're all high risk, high reward, what I would suggest to people is that they, what am I doing? What I would suggest to people is that they, you put in a small amount of money, because the idea is that something like this, the risk versus reward is quite high. So you want to buy a little and hope that it goes gangbusters, rather than buying everything and then potentially going to nothing. So I think these 4 projects are fairly safe. I think the 2 easiest to get involved with are Flexa and Nexus Mutual. Those are the 2 easiest for you to want to start to get playing with this space. If anyone has large holdings of crypto that they don't want to do with, check out Aave. And then you can also check out compound.finance if you wanted another lending option, if you wanted to lend out your crypto. So far with all of these protocols, no money has been lost to fraud. So no one's been able to, get a loan and then not pay it and then somehow the lenders lose. None of that's happened yet. So far, so good with a lot of these projects. So yeah, I think that's it. But what I'm going to do, the last thing I'm going to talk about, and this is pretty much going to be me done. But if you see any of these projects, now the one thing I wanted to sort of show people about was this one. I'm not going to go through the whole video here, but this is a video that I did recently on a scam called Forsage. I actually just wanted to get the thumbnail up, but it's giving me the whole thing. So the big issue with a lot of the I guess a big problem in the DeFi space at the moment is that there are a lot of projects that are promising returns that are just obscene, like obscenely high returns, like saying that you're going to get. I know that Forsage say if you give us 0.05 ETH, you could earn $3,000 in the next X many months, in the next 3 months. Now, of course, that's a complete load of crap. In order to bring in that amount of money, you've got to find friends, family, colleagues, suckers basically who will also get involved in the pyramid scheme. And then you earn your money from when they put money into the scheme. So there's no product, there's no service, there's no underlying business. It's just a complete scam. Now you can make money out of it if you don't have a soul. But I think that it's something that people should be aware of. So that's Forsage. I've done a video about it on my channel. I'm not saying that for self-promotion, but I'm saying that if you meet anybody who sort of has tried to sell you on this thing, or know someone who's spoken about it, I suggest you watch it. And it will probably, it'll only save you $15, but it'll collectively save your network a lot more, because because of this one scam, this is the reason why Ethereum, the network has gotten so slow.
All right.
If you look at gas,
Alright. Oke. Jadi teman-teman tahu ya kesimpulannya ya. Jadi si Luke ini membahas tentang 4 project yang menarik di blockchain sini, karena kita tahu di cryptocurrency ini saat ini pergerakannya sangat lamban. Jadi teman-teman semua bisa melihat opportunity yang ada, yaitu mengenai 4 project ini. Nah, nanti kalau teman-teman semua langsung berminat, teman-teman semua bisa langsung mengunjungi website Luke tersebut atau langsung subscribe Blocksiders dari Luke ini. Jadi teman-teman bisa langsung belajar dari sana mengenai 4 project ini. Jadi ini menarik banget teman-teman ya. Jadi untuk semua proyek ini jangan masukin semua tabungannya teman-teman. Oke, jadi ingat batasi resiko, karena semua proyek ini adalah high risk, high return. Jadi bisa mulai dengan beli kecil-kecil dulu. Sama kayak teman-teman semua ketika mulai trading, jangan menginvestasikan seluruh dananya teman-teman. Teman-teman wajib tahu resikonya. Jadi yang paling mudah itu adalah si Flexa ini, karena teman-teman hanya seperti menabung ya. Jadi bisa dapat return walaupun kecil tapi pasti gitu. Oke, ada pertanyaan lagi? Oke, enough. Oke, Luke, thank you for sharing today. Maybe
No
you
problems,
can,
guys.
yeah,
No
maybe you
problems.
can give advice for everyone in Indonesia.
The best advice I can give is make sure you read a lot before you buy, and don't get involved in forsage. They're my 2 bits of advice at the moment.
Alright, thank you. Okay, Luke,
Thank you.
thank you for everything. We'll see you later ya.
See you later. Be
Yeah,
good.
thank you.
See ya.
Oke, teman-teman semua. Nah, ini teman-teman semua pasti hari ini mendapatkan sesuatu yang baru ya. Jadi ketika kita berada di trading cryptocurrency ini sangat luas sekali. Jadi teman-teman bisa belajar mengenai blockchain. Jadi blockchain ini teman-teman bisa mengerti tentang wallet. Akhirnya teman-teman mengerti tentang sistem dari blockchain ini dan ada proyek-proyek baru di blockchain ini. Jadi teman-teman nggak cuman trading aja, ternyata di blockchain ini teman-teman bisa menabung atau seperti investasi juga. Dan ingat, ini bukan scam, jadi teman-teman nggak usah khawatir, proyek-proyek ini aman ya. Nanti teman-teman bisa langsung kunjungi websitenya. Ya, semoga pada malam hari ini teman-teman bisa mendapatkan ilmu baru ya, dan mengerti update tentang cryptocurrency, tentang blockchain. Jadi kalau ini adalah bisa dibilang adalah substitusi ketika teman-teman semua mungkin sedang mengalami trading cryptocurrency, kok pergerakannya lagi lamban dan lain-lain. Nah, teman-teman bisa mencobai si 4 project ini. Jadi ini menarik banget teman-teman. Untuk investment juga oke. Tapi ingat, jangan taruh uang teman-teman semua ya. Jadi teman-teman wajib untuk diversifikasi asetnya teman-teman semua. Oke, ada pertanyaan lagi mungkin? Kalau tidak ada, kita langsung aja Trabar ya. Wah, ini sesi yang selalu ditunggu-tunggu teman-teman semua ya. Oke. Ya, saya mau absen dulu teman-teman yang ada di live chat group. Apa kabar semua? Ya, kita akan langsung ke trading bareng. Nah, hari ini saya mau kasih tahu signal-signal trading yang teman-teman bisa tahan untuk beberapa waktu ke depan ya. Ya, oke. Ya. Teman-teman bisa membuka chartnya BTC saat ini. Ya, kita akan melihat chart BTC. Oke, dia sudah mulai pump di sini. Nah, teman-teman boleh melakukan pembelian untuk BTC saat ini ya. Oke. Masuk sama-sama karena ini terjadi double bottom maksud saya. Teman-teman bisa melakukan entry. Ini signalnya. Jadi dari tadi ini saya sambil mantengin chart nih buat teman-teman semua. Oke, teman-teman boleh beli BTC saat ini. Leverage-nya teman-teman atur ya, hati-hati. Ya, untuk entry teman-teman boleh masuk di harga sekarang 9116, untuk stop loss-nya 9027. Oke. Lalu untuk target profit teman-teman bisa ambil di resisten 9244. Nah, ini kita jelas banget bisa kelihatan dari sini ada struktur terjadi double bottom. Nah, ini dia. Oke. Untuk entry teman-teman bisa masuk di harga sekarang market execute ya. Market execute untuk stop loss-nya di 9027. Jadi teman-teman risk-nya kisaran 1%. Untuk target profit kita akan mengambil terdekat targetnya di 9246 untuk market BTC saat ini. Nah, saya sudah masuk di BTC. Oke. Jadi teman-teman bisa ambil target di sini ya. Ya, ini kalau kita lihat nih patternnya jelas. Di sini ada struktur 1, 2 ya. Nah, ini biasanya Dan Hart yang rajin nih ngeliatin pattern-pattern nih. Oke, jadi ini double bottom potensial, targetnya upside, resistennya 9244. Ya, kita akan lihat market Ethereum. Nah, Ethereum sama juga. Saya akan clear chartnya dulu supaya lebih enak di mata. Oke. Nah, jadi seperti biasa ketika kita ingin trading, yang penting chartnya bersih dulu nih. Ya, ini kita bisa lihat ya, dump cukup dalam. Nah, ini kita mau ukur dulu nih, dumpnya ini sampai mana ya. Kalau kita sudah tahu dumpnya sampai mana, biasanya saya akan mengukur dengan Fibonacci retracement sampai support berapa dia saat ini. Oke, saat ini sedang berada di rasio 38,2. ini ekspektasinya untuk koreksi. Jadi kita akan mengambil si secondary reaction-nya, kurang lebih targetnya di 235 ya. Jadi Ethereum pun saya merekomendasikan untuk long. Oke. Nah, untuk long, teman-teman setup. Nah, ini kita akan menunggu harga retrace. Semoga kita dapat barang ya di 23216. Untuk stop loss-nya kita ketat di 1%. Jadi kalau 1% risk, kita bisa dapat reward kisaran 4%. Jadi 1/4. Teman-teman bisa setup target take profit tertinggi 24204. TP1-nya teman-teman bisa ambil di 61,8 di 235.79. Oke. Ya, stop loss di 229.77 ya. Oke, mungkin kita akan lihat LTC nih. LTC ini favoritnya saya juga nih. Kalau bisa kita lihat LTC. Nah, kenapa sih hari ini market crypto pada jatuh? Kalau teman-teman bisa lihat ya, teman-teman bisa ngecek secara fundamental di Forex Factory. Itu biasanya akan terjadi news-news high impact tentang US dollar. Nah, itu yang harus diwaspadai ketika teman-teman sedang trading, karena compare-nya adalah US dollar. Nah, ini kita bisa lihat ya, sudah di resisten berapakah saat di support berapakah saat ini. Nah, ini udah maksimal nih teman-teman nih. Dia sudah ada di rasio 423, lalu masuk ke 3.618, lalu dia langsung naik. Nah, sekarang ada di 2618. Oke. Ini kita akan mengambil retracement-nya. Ya, semoga ini profit ya. Jadi untuk LTC, kalau saya lihat dulu dari time frame, ya ini udah ada di supportnya. Kita cek strukturnya dulu ya. Impulse, correction, continuation. Oke, kita akan mengambil berarti correctionnya ya. Oke, upside. Nah, teman-teman boleh setup target untuk LTC ya di 4326, posisinya pun sama long. Oke. Ini enak nih kalau marketnya lagi habis dam-dam begini, dia pasti akan retrace ya. Nah, untuk LTC stop loss-nya kita 1% lewat ya. Jadi di 1,10%. Oke, tunggu dulu ya. Saya setup dulu sesuai dengan supportnya. Ini ada poin 1, poin 2, ini yang lebih aman. Di 40,62 ya untuk stop loss 40,62. Untuk target teman-teman bisa setup di 44,09, 5%. Jadi ini 1/5 untuk risk rewardnya. Untuk LTC oke. Hari ini yang turun dalam banget nih adalah EDA nih. Oke, wait ya. LTC entry di harga sekarang ya 4198. Ini saya juga masuk nih. Oke, saya masuk LTC karena sudah terjadi dump. Biasanya saya akan masuk marginnya lumayan 250 ya. Untuk leverage 25 kali. Stop lossnya saya di 4098 ya. Posisinya long ya. Oke, teman-teman boleh entry di 4098. Stop lossnya ikuti saya. Oke, ini kalau misalkan saya hit stop loss $11, kalau profit 500. Oke, sikat ya. Ingat teman-teman wajib manage resikonya. Targetnya ingat ya teman-teman, tadi 4326 untuk LTC. Oke, kita akan lihat market BCH USD nih. Wah, ini hari ini nih untung kita nggak ada posisi trade dulu ya teman-teman ya. Ya, ini jelas banget di sini kalau kita bisa lihat dengan pattern ya. Ya, seperti biasa kita analisa dulu. 1, 2, 3 kali touch. Oke, 1, 2 ini harusnya 3 kali. Nah, untuk BCH juga sama, posisinya adalah long, targetnya cuma sampai 230. Jadi kalau teman-teman mau entry saat ini strukturnya jelas, descending channel. Ini teman-teman bisa masuk. Untuk stop lossnya teman-teman setup di bawah week ini. Jadi kisaran ini swing ya. Jadi teman-teman boleh hold beberapa hari ke depan untuk signal ini. Risknya kisaran 5% nih teman-teman. Jadi agak besar. Oke, 2% teman-teman. Sorry, 2% ya. Jadi teman-teman kurang lebih risknya adalah 56 pips. Untuk entry seperti biasa market execute karena harganya sudah dump. Kalau dump begini kita kalau bisa dapat di ujung lebih baik ya. Entry di 224.40, untuk stop lossnya 2116, target profit 232.22. Oke, semoga teman-teman bisa mendapat referensi. Ingat kalau market udah dump begini, jangan short lagi ya. Karena kalau misalnya kita ukur nih pakai Fibonacci, ini teman-teman bisa lihat ya. Ini udah maksimal dalam banget di 4.236. Nah, ini nggak mungkin turun lagi ya. Jadi ini boleh teman-teman melakukan pembelian. Iya. Leverage-nya 10 kali aja. Untuk stop loss saya 216. Teman-teman jangan lupa untuk pasang stop loss-nya. Ya, resiko $26. Ya, rewardnya $200. Oke. Ya. Mungkin ada request dari teman-teman semua, analisa apa? Nah, ini BCH udah langsung naik ya, teman-teman ya. Ini teman-teman tadi entry kan sesuai di 222 ya. Oke, kita swing aja signalnya. Oke. Ya, jadi sekian untuk rekomendasinya. Semoga dari kesempatan Trabar ini kita bisa mendapatkan profit bersama ya. Jadi memang market saat ini sedang drop lumayan nih, ada yang sampai 3%. Jadi teman-teman harusnya bisa dapat keuntungan dari retracement ini. Oke, teman-teman semua, mungkin ada pertanyaan. Kalau tidak ada pertanyaan, kita akan bertemu lagi di minggu depan ya. Sebelumnya terima kasih untuk teman-teman semua yang telah bergabung mengikuti acara live streaming trading bareng ini. Kita akan bertemu lagi di hari Selasa di acara yang sama, yaitu adalah live streaming trading bareng yang dipersembahkan oleh SnapX. Jadi buat teman-teman semua, langsung aja di setup posisinya, kita set and forget. Kita akan bertemu lagi di minggu depan. Jangan lupa teman-teman semua untuk subscribe channelnya Koinvestasi, follow Instagramnya Koinvestasi, dan kita akan bertemu di hari Selasa depan. Saya Wicky Zeroski, salam pamit. Salam profit teman-teman semua. Ya, di setup posisinya, kita set and forget. Kita akan bertemu lagi di minggu depan. Jangan lupa teman-teman semua untuk subscribe channelnya Koinvestasi, follow Instagramnya Koinvestasi, dan kita akan bertemu di hari Selasa depan. Saya Wicky Zeroski, salam pamit. Salam profit teman-teman semua.